Hello everyone, Rebecca here. I know it's been a very long time since I have recorded a video with a voiceover, but I was finally able to get some time of quiet today so I could do a voiceover for you guys. Anywho, today we are going over just some updates to my planner. Not so much updates as I'm like testing products for next year kind of thing. There are planners that I discovered on Facebook. I saw someone post a picture of a weekly spread, and I've never seen or heard of this product, brand, or planner before. Some of you might have, but it was my first time coming across it, and I was very excited. And it just so happened that at the time they were having a sale, so I went ahead and purchased 2 different versions of this planner, and I'm just showing you here the size comparison between the Hobonichi Weeks and one of the planners that I'm going to be talking about today. So firstly, we have the Sterling Ink Common Planner, and this is the N2 size, and the layout is a vertical compact full year. So it has all 12 months inside, and the reason why it's compact, I'll kind of go into a little bit later, but I just wanted to show you the layout of how it's laid out and what kind of drew me to this style of planner. So as I mentioned, it's the same size as the Weeks planner. It has a yearly overview that you just saw, and then it has a goal breakdown page where basically it gives you sections to fill out the goal you wish to achieve and basically steps to get there, kind of like a timeline to kind of help you prioritize your goals. And then it breaks the year into quarters. So your first quarter, your priorities for the quarter, and then your, I guess, monthly, some people use it as trackers, but it's like an index as well. We have our monthly layout that we kind of just breezed through, and then the weekly layout. The weekly layout is what caught my eye. It's similar to the Hobonichi Cousin, and it's just in a more like slim, compact format, which I thought was pretty interesting. And also, I'm also looking for convenience, so this is something that I could carry with me in my purse, and I would still have my full week there. I know the Weeks has the same thing, but the layout was really a struggle for me, and to see something that is similar to the Cousin layout, I really drew to that. I also wanted to try kits and see if I had anything on hand that fit, if there were companies that made kits to fit into these 2 planners that I'm showing you today. This is from the Coffee Monsters Co., and this is a Hobonichi Weeks kit. I had to put the date covers in on its side, which I didn't really mind too much, but I just wanted to see how they all fit, and they fit within the width of the columns pretty well. The washi tape was maybe a square too short, but everything else fit perfectly, if you were wondering. At the back of the book, there are blank pages that you can use for journaling, and they are numbered at the bottom of the page. There are no dates on these pages, they're just blank and numbered. There's 120 pages in the compact version of this planner, and there's one that is also a full year that is not compact. I believe there's 520 pages or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, so we're moving on now to the second planner that I am testing out, and this one is the N1 size, and it's compared to the size of a traveler's notebook, for those of us that are familiar with that. Sorry, I'm just feeling the texture of the book. The one I showed you previous had more of a smooth texture, whereas this one was a bit more, I don't want to say rough, but it had ridges on it. The layout is exactly the same, but I do want to give you a comparison of the sizing for the 2 planners, the N1 and the N2. So the N1 is the larger of the both of them, The N1 has 8 by 7 size boxes, and the N2 has 7 by 6, and that is the for the calendar spreads. So that's the difference for those ones. Here I tested a kit by Happy Daya. This is a Hobonichi Weeks monthly kit. I just wanted to see the sizing and how it works with the N1. If I did use this, however, in the N2, it would fit perfectly because they were made for the weeks sized kit. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the weekly spread, and the measurements for the columns for the N1 is 1 inch wide, and the measurement for the N2 columns is 3/4 of an inch wide. So similar to the first planner, I just kind of wanted to test out and see how I could lay out my weeks, which layout worked best for me and my planning style, and also just my need to see at a glance everything that was happening in the week. I tried different to-do layouts here as I'm showing you. I've added sections at the bottom for some of the weeks, for bill tracking, etc. This particular week I'm proud of most because I was able to block in the times that I was actually busy and see like where my time was actually being used. So I have my morning routine at the top. My work schedule, is blocked in, as well as things that were happening on the weekend, things that were happening in the evening. This week was actually a really busy week for us. When I say us, I mean my family. I have my evening routines put in. I used these box stickers that were made for the Hobonichi Weeks to mark in bills. I have trackers at the bottom. Again, still just trying to figure out how I wanted to lay out my weeks to be beneficial and useful to me. Here's another week that I tested. I wanted to also try using stickers like you do in the Hobonichi Cousin Weekly spread. However, I noticed that these stickers are quite large, so I might need to try like smaller icon stickers. That might work best for a layout like this. This is also testing out a kit from Happy Daya. This is a weekly kit for the weeks, and this kit, again, I'm going to mention, would fit perfectly in the N2 size planner, but I'm determined to make this N1 size work. I just like how much real estate I have to work with for writing in every day, things that might happen. My writing is large, so I prefer more space to write. And I just wanted to show you quickly how I've been using the Hobonichi Weeks kits in this planner. You kind of have to tweak the date covers, again, because this was made for the actual weeks, which has a horizontal layout. So the date covers are going to be on their sides. I personally am not bothered by this, but again, I'm just using it as a test to see what will work best for this planner. If you are still with me at this point of the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you if you are already subscribed to my channel. It means the most to me, and the support is everything and helps also with creating new content, and just being inspired to share whatever's going on in my life with you guys, because that's the whole reason why I'm doing this in the first place, is to inspire and help those around me. Alright, so I am now putting in my trackers. I've laid my washi down. This week is not the current week. I'm just kind of using one of the upcoming weeks as a tester page. But this week that will be coming up, I'm tracking reading. I've been really trying to get back into reading more consistently, as a form of self-care and just to help with like the stress of life and everything. It's nice to have a couple moments where you can just pick up a book and read. I'm also tracking my hydration. I've been really good at drinking lots of water lately, so I want to keep that going. I've been liking my to-do list in the side column, and I'm just highlighting these sections here. This is where I mark my work schedule for the day. I'm leaving the Monday section blank because on this particular week, the Monday would be a holiday for me. So I'm using these script stickers from Hubman and Chub Girl, and that's going to mark in my work. I'm going in with a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to write no work for the Monday. Now I'm using a ruler just to draw a line from 7 to 4 p.m. and that's my work schedule. For this week, it will be from Tuesday to Friday. Now I'm adding in on the Tuesday, we have Bible study at 7. And again, I'll be writing that in and then using a ruler to mark the actual time from 7 to 8:30 as best as I possibly can. And then on the this is Thursday, we have the women's prayer. We pray in the evening. I believe that's just for an hour, so I'll be marking that in as well. That's more than an hour. And then on Friday, we have a women's group that meets on Friday, and I'll mark that in as well. Here I'm just placing a sticker to mark that I have a Spotify payment on Thursday. Now I'm adding in my morning routine. I'm usually awake at 6 a.m. to get ready for work, so my morning routine starts at that time during the week. I am really liking seeing the time that I'm using during the day, the time that I might have empty per se. It helps me visualize time that can be used to get things done and be more productive. So I'm looking forward to using a layout like this for 2025 to help me be more productive, especially with like my social media and just making sure I am keeping myself on task. I added in my evening schedule there, and that's pretty much it for this week. I'm leaving it relatively blank because it is, I think, 2 weeks ahead of where I currently am, so I don't want to mark in too much in case plans change. That's all for the video today. Thank you so much for joining me and for all of your love and support. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so and hit the like button as well. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!